back to Rights and Wrongs Weekly. I'm your host for this evening, Ella Kilduff, coming to you live from upstairs in the hub. Tonight's top story, HSIE in New South Wales. Is it covering everything, or is it just pretending really hard? Let's go to our correspondent, me in a different shirt, for the rundown on history.
Yes, hello? Oh yeah, let's start. History is the study of past events, individuals, socio-political movements, societies, and cultures. These attributes of the world's past are explored through all different kinds of documentary evidence, whether that be oral storytelling, art, or something written down, and we use this evidence to help strengthen our knowledge of how the past has and continues to shape modern society. Disciplinary thinking in terms of history allows us to build on our skills, such as, but not specifically limited to, analysing sources, gathering research, understanding cause and effect relationships, identifying patterns in history and the differences between continuity and change, and interpreting the conflicting and similar experiences of different individuals and groups through time. However, the most important skill that history provides New South Wales students is to present them with information on how they themselves can positively influence the future. After all, as Karl Marx famously wrote, the philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. According to the New South Wales HSIE curriculum available on the official NESA website, students critically examine both Australian and global history, which ultimately reinforces their capabilities in applying disciplinary thinking in their lives. To continue, it encourages people to understand the complexity of current socio-political and cultural issues by viewing them through a historic lens, thus broadening the student's mind and elevating their knowledge on worldly processes, as humans seek understanding of human self-understanding and self-expression, and of the ways in which people thereby construct and experience the world they live in. Topics surrounding wars and conflicts, society and culture, and colonisation are taught in years 7 through 10, which can be used in elective subjects for background knowledge into new inquiries. The New South Wales HSIE syllabus overlaps with sociology heavily, as within the described history course overview, students learn about the impact of sociologists like Karl Marx and Max Weber in their economics work, thus framing their knowledge on commerce, social class systems, and how the economic systems influence societal inequality. Furthermore, the two disciplines overlap further as both history and sociology explore culture, gender, globalization, and technological advances. Now, before I get carried away, I'm getting word that, oh yes, we have to end the year. Let's head over to Ella, who's going to bring you a whole new perspective on the way sociology is taught in New South Wales School. I'll be back in the morning with the weather.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Java Murray, and I'm actually from the costume, hair and makeup department, but I'm taking over this video segment. Ella Kilduff, our presenter, didn't actually make it back from her investigation on how rural classrooms are teaching HSIE. But alas, here we go. This is our sociology segment for this evening. Today, we're going to be discussing sociology. Sociology considers all aspects of the human society, from how we interact with one another, how we function cohesively in society, and how behaviours which are socially acceptable. It also recognises the importance of functioning social structures, such as education systems, local and national government, community and interpersonal relationships, like your friends and family. The importance of sociology in regards to HASS is acknowledging the importance of cultural connectivity, shared beliefs, values, morals, and recognising the potential for inequity on the basis of sex, race, sexual identity, education resources and access, media, economic sustainability, and personal experience. Sociology as a HASS discipline defines core aspects of the human society. Knowledge, understanding, and skills are all essential components to effectively understanding sociological theories. As sociology is evidence and interpersonal based interpretation, knowledge of different social and cultural groups, social structures, linguistics, and relationships enhance the capability of appreciating social groups' similarities and differences. Understanding sociological influence is also fundamental, as recognition of all patterns and trends, both historical and modern, provide critical awareness to prevailing assumptions of knowledge. Disciplinary thinking for sociology involves interpreting social patterns in humans, considering linguistics, ethics, and culture. Sociologists are employed to recognise how institutions influence behaviour and social cohesion, and analyse social trends, politics, and social movements in contrast societies over time. In all, sociology builds skills in areas like cultural sensitivity, raising awareness of social issues, building skills in research and analysis, and helps students approach inquiry into questions of their society with either the past, present, or the future. It is our opinion at Right and Wrongs Weekly that sociology can be quite overlooked within the HISI curriculum, as it is only core theories and concepts that are used to elevate the understanding of other disciplines, as opposed to directly learning about sociology itself. While sociology is not necessarily something that is taught in all New South Wales schools, it does not go without saying that it is deeply interconnected to all other HISI courses, which affirms its presence within the New South Wales curriculum. For example, renowned sociologist Karl Marx's conflict theory assists students in shaping their understanding of societal values. This thinking can be applied to other students studying history. In regards to how sociology frames our knowledge, it can be a useful tool in deeply understanding and reversing misconceptions about social groups, cultural normalities, inequality, and more. According to the HASS Australian curriculum, the teaching of sociology has a historical and contemporary focus and aims to efficiently construct students' learning of social sciences and mature and nurture the develop of understanding the importance of having a respect and a sense of wonder for people, places, and their culture. Ultimately, sociology empowers students to engage with their communities at a global scale, as it provides them with the ability to recognise them, encourage, and correct themselves.
Hello, this is your host again, Ella. Yes, I am back. Unfortunately, not with good news, as we have received some troubling reports in regard to how Aboriginality and non-Western perspectives are represented in the HSIE curriculum. You see, within the course description for Aboriginal studies available on the official NESA website, it's determined that students study historical and contemporary experiences of Aboriginal peoples, historic and current socio-economic challenges, develop knowledge surrounding the importance of self-autonomy and connection to country, and more. However, in no way is it listed that students are given the opportunities for community consultation. This is deeply concerning, as the passing down of information within Aboriginal culture is an oral language, not necessarily something that is found in a textbook. Also, in the Aboriginal Studies course, the dreaming and spirituality, both of which are core identity values for Indigenous peoples, are heavily overshadowed by contemporary and economic issues. Of course, this is due to the overwhelming prevalence of Eurocentric assumptions and sanctioned ignorance of the experiences of Indigenous peoples, something that still, unfortunately, negatively influences the framing of our knowledge to this day. To continue, this is a prime example of how sociology can be overlooked within the HSIE, as sociology outlines the vital necessity of respecting cultural beliefs and encouraging cultural awareness. Alternatively, the legitimacy of HASS discipline history is heavily affirmed within HSIE, as the official NESA course document outlines how disciplinary thinking is encouraged through the use of learning skills and core content. Overall, it is safe to say that while HSIE in New South Wales has some redeemable features, it is time for change. This is Ella, and you are watching Rights and Wrongs Weekly.